Hello, man. Today's video will be a very short one. Will be like the topic of the video will be judgment and why are we feeling judged by others? How we can escape it, not avoid it, but escape it, and or rather accept it. And yes, that's it. Let's do it. Like first thing you have to understand that every time you think somebody gonna judge you or you think that somebody is looking at you in a way, you gotta understand that it's your thought, like it's your mind projecting the behavior of others. Like if you think that somebody is thinking something about you and is judging you, you gotta understand first that it's you who is thinking that the other person is thinking something about you. Do you get it? Like it's your own projection. Like you cannot know how other people think about you, but you are like you are projecting. And why you are projecting it? Why do you think that other people are judging you or other people are judging your actions? Well, first thing, you have no idea if other people are or are not judging your action, but considering that you are thinking that other people is judging, you got like you got a very good idea why, right? And first you got to understand, like I'm repeating it, but I am now make it very clear. It's your thought. You are basically like the judgment, it's your own projection. And in order to understand why, you have to accept it. You know, you have to accept that on a like the reason you are thinking that other are judging you, it's basically that you are judging yourself. Because let me put it in other words. If you won't judge yourself, right, the thought would not be in your mind, and you will not be able to project that to project the judgment on others, right? And so I was like I'm looking for example right now, and um yeah, it's very simple. Like in the beginning, as I said in the first video when I started this channel, I was afraid about how other people will judge me. It's like its first video, the third one, you can see it there. But the idea was that I was judging myself. Like was not I cannot know if other people are gonna judge me or not, right? But if I think that other people are gonna judge me, I basically express a judgment about myself. So you can see it in many circumstances. Like if you if you walk on the street, and I don't know, if you are dressed in a certain way and you think that people are judging you about this, like this is a very common example. Like if you are not dressed well, or if you have your hair, I don't know, in messy or something, it's like, and you think that people ha- listen, man, pay attention to, if you think that people are gonna like judge this, well, first thing, you have to understand that you cannot know if people are gonna judge you or not, but the simple fact that you are thinking that other people are gonna judge you, like give you a perfect example of how you are seeing yourself in this very moment. Well, it's somehow easy like to get, but it's not at the same time. It's like so contradicting this information, because why would you judge yourself? Well, I don't know. You have to find it for yourself, like as I do every time. But let's take this example. if you think that other people are gonna judge your messy hair, like first thing you got to understand, this is just an example, but first thing you got to understand that you won't be able to think that other people will gonna judge your messy hair if you first would not have known that you have a messy hair, right? This is the first thing. And the second is that you think that a messy hair is something bad, right? Because let's put in other perspective. You prepare yourself very good. You look extraordinarily in a day, and you do everything right. Well, you may also think that other people gonna judge you, but you think this time in a positive way, right? Why is that? Because you are seeing yourself in a good manner. You are seeing yourself, looking good, doing good, feeling good, and therefore you are projecting, um, like your own opinion on others. Like if you see yourself looking good, you're gonna think that others will think the same about you. Well, it's not that easy. It's not that so hard to understand, but you got to be prepared to understand it and admit. And once you understand it, will be very easy to cut. Like I may have not been very coherent in this video, but the rough idea it's there. You can uh, understand it like literally easy. Other people, like the judgment of other people, if they are not expressing it directly to you, right? It's just your own mental projection. And if it's your own mental projection, it's like you have to understand that it's the way you are seeing yourself. And if it's a good thing, it's a good thing. And but if it's like keep doing it, right? But if it's a bad thing, you don't have to think that, well, this person gonna judge me or this gonna because will not help, will create only more pain, which will lead you in a bad loop. But what you can do is understand that you are seeing yourself in a bad way, and you can resolve it, like solve it very easily. First thing, you have to understand why. Secondly, you gotta understand if it's important, right? If it's important, first, if it's not important, again, go deeper and look why you are seeing it, um, and you may learn something. And if it's helping you, like take the reason, like the reason you have emitted, like this judgment, and yes, learn something from it if it's not important. But if it's important, you got to make a decision. You like you got to change it. And it's like you got to be very careful, because will also not be a judgment. You will not emit a judgment of on yourself if it's out of your power to change it. Like I don't know. A lot of time I was catching myself that other people will judge me that I am not you know go to the gym, or I'm not doing my push-ups, or I'm not doing training, and so far and so on. But uh, it was back in the days, and it still appears now, but it's not like once I understood it, it's not affecting me so much. It is still there, but it's not affecting so much. Well, once you emit a judgment, again, like I'm repeating myself, I have not no script for this video. Maybe you see it, but it is what it is. It's like a freestyle video, and I will do many like this on this channel. So uh, back to the idea. If you are emitting your judgment, you have to understand that it's internal, is the way you see yourself. And if it's a good way, it's a good way. And if it's a bad way, you got to understand why it's a bad way. and how can you change it? Because you are not emitting a bad judgment on yourself. Like your subconscious mind are emitting those judgment, and it's not emitting, like it's not creating any bad view of yourself if you cannot change it. Like literally everything that it's bad about yourself, like if you like everything, every idea and every thought, like bad thought that your mind it's creating about yourself, it's like it's changeable, because your mind cannot create a thought about yourself that is not changeable. I don't know why, I cannot explain it, but yeah, it's a fact, and if you are looking on it, you're gonna learn something. And so this was basically all idea. Like if you see yourself judged by others, you got understand that it's basically you judging yourself. And also uh, because when you know that you are doing everything right, but knowing deep in your soul, you don't care what other think. You like, because you are seeing yourself good, and if you are seeing yourself good, you basically accept, like not accept, expect that others are seeing you the same way. I cannot tell you what exactly why it is, but it is like it is. Um, and yes, that was mostly like the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have learned something. And yes, see you to the next video. Bye bye. Have a great day.